I'm going to show you guys how to use a Wi-Fi hub when you're traveling. Hey guys, this is Ozzie from Wanderlust Awe Syndrome, where I provide unique views, advice, and stories for you, the passionate traveler. If you are deciding to use a Wi-Fi hub for your next travel, this video is for you. This one is to help you guys get an understanding, get an educational idea of how Wi-Fi works, the different plans, what you can expect when you get your own Wi-Fi hub. Now, there are some disclaimers I must let you guys know before we go into this, so here are them. The first thing is I'm going to have the Solis Lite. I've been using it for a while, so just to let you guys know, I am not being sponsored at all. They don't support this video or this channel. I'm just using my experience of this device from using it in Brazil, Argentina, Panama, and even my home country to share the information to you guys so you can make an educational decision if you want to get this device for you for your next travel. The next thing I want to cover is this is not the only Wi-Fi hub in the world. There are dozens of and plenty of Wi-Fi hubs that you can go purchase. So do your homework and find the one that works for you if this is what you want. The next thing is I'm going to be covering how this thing works. So I'm going to be doing multiple videos on this so you can get a better idea of how it works, the pros and cons, and a comparison to other devices. And the last thing I want to cover is I recently upgraded my Wi-Fi hub, so I'm not going to be using the Solis Lite. I now have the Solis 5G, and I'm going to be doing a review on it and showing you the physical stuff and how it works and stuff. That's a video coming down the pipeline, so you can expect that. Now that we've covered all of those things, let's get into it. The first thing we're going to cover is what are the physical characteristics of this item. What do you get when you receive the box? Okay, so this is the Solis Lite Wi-Fi hub. As you can see, it is an orange round cylinder device, and there's some very important information that you need to know about getting this. So as you can see, this bar right here is your power on button. It also acts as a battery life signal. So if you look down on this device, you can see the white light. There's a little white light, if you can see up close, that you can kind of see how the white light is low right now. That's how much battery life I have on this device. Below on here, you'll see 3 information that you need to know if you decide to get this device. So down here, you'll see that there's a Wi-Fi signal. That Wi-Fi signal tells you that there's the connection between this device and your smartphone or whatever device you may use, such as an iPad, an iPhone, an Android phone, whatever device that you want to use for internet. It will tell you that it is connected. If it's red, that means it's not connected. So there's something wrong, whatever, between this device and your smartphone or whatever device that you want to receive internet. So next to it is the up and down button, or up and down signal. So that will let you know that you're receiving data from the tower through the Wi-Fi to your smartphone. So this has the middleman, as you may have guessed. So next to it is you'll see a bunch of bars progressing up higher. That is your signal strength from the tower to your smartphone. So if you are trying to get the best signal, which this will try to look for the best signal, you will know if it's getting it. If it's red, that means it's not getting any signal whatsoever. And it's the same with the up and down for the data. If it's red, that means you're not receiving data, even though this device is connected to a tower and is pushing a signal through your smartphone. Now, there are some other things that comes with the Solis Lite Wi-Fi hub. So you get 2 cables. The first cable is this long one. This is your charging cable, and as you can see with this, it has a little charging port. So this longer one is what you will use to charge your Wi-Fi hub. So you just hook it in just like this, and you just find a power source, and you just hook it in, and it will charge your Wi-Fi device, thus allowing you to use it. And when you do hook it up, you'll notice that this bar that I mentioned, it will start going up and blinking out, going up, blinking out, going up. So what it's doing is it's showing that it's getting charged, and when it's done being charged, it will be a solid white light when it is done. So that's what this wire will do for you right here. The next wire that you need that's in the box is this short wire, and as you can see, it has a USB-C and a USB-A. So this will allow you to charge other devices. The good thing about having a Wi-Fi hub typically is that not only does it give you internet, but you can charge other devices. It acts as a battery charger, a backup battery charger, which in most cases many of you will need, because sometimes we tend to forget to charge our phones, or we've been out for so long that we are needing to charge our phones. So this is a useful thing, and what is the same thing that you take from here. So you take it and you hook it right here, and you need another cable. So here I will, as you can see, you just hook it in, and you just hook it up to your whatever device that you want to use. This cable can be a iPhone charger, it can be an Android, wherever you want to use it, depending on the device you have, you can use this to charge. But as you can see, it's doing the same thing as if it was charging, but now it's pushing out power to your smartphone or whatever device, electronic device that you have to charge it. So this thing is very nifty and is very handy to have. So that are the physical characteristics to this device. The next thing I want to cover are the plans. What do you need to have in order to use this, to set up whatever subscription or plan if you decide to get this for yourself? Alright, so I have my phone on me, so I'm going to be looking down while showing you guys what it looks like when you decide to use it, if you decide to get this. So I'm going to show you guys on my phone right now what you need to do if you decide to get the Solis Lite for you. First thing you do is download the app. There's an app for it. You can go on Apple or Google Play. You can go download the app before you use it. It will tell you that you should use the app in order to use the internet for this device. So I already have the app downloaded. So as you can see, you'll see the Solis, which is the orange. Everything with Solis is orange. The Solis Lite is orange. So you can see that it has a signal and orange. So you just go in, and right now it is connecting with my device. So I have to be a little bit patient with this. So it should come up as soon. It says connect to the hotspot. It's probably because I gotta connect it with it. So as you can see, I'm on my Wi-Fi site. So I connect it, and boom, I am ready to go. It is set up. So now I can go back to my app, and it's connecting. And as you can see, there are some very important information that you need to know if you decide to get this device. So we're going to start at the top. As you can see that it's connected to a tower. It's connected to a Verizon tower. So that will tell you which tower or company that you're using. So right now, as I said, I'm connected to Verizon. Right next to it is 4G. and it has the bar level. So right now it's kind of weak, as you can see. Now keep in mind, when you get the Solis Lite, it's only 4G. So if you're looking for 5G, the Solis 5G is out right now, and that's something, as I said before, I'm going to be doing a lot of researching as I'm playing around with it. But right now I'm using 4G. Next to it are the devices. So you kind of see a little computer with a little smartphone, and it has a number on it. In this case, it has the number 1. So that is telling me how many devices I'm connected. So right now, my Wi-Fi hub is connected to only my cell phone, my smartphone. This device can connect up to around 15 to 16 devices at a time, which makes it a very useful device when you're traveling, because you don't have to get SIM cards for everyone who wants to use the internet while you're traveling. You can use this one Wi-Fi hub to connect to around 15 to 16 devices at a time, and everyone will have internet, and you can save resources and focus on having fun when you're traveling. Right next to it is the battery life. So right now, as you can see that it's down, it's low, and this is for the device itself, the Wi-Fi hub device itself. So it's telling me that my Wi-Fi has a battery life right now of 28%. Right next to it, at the far end, right end, you'll see the bubble. As you can see, it's a live chat. So if you have any questions whatsoever, you can get help from here. I'm going to hit back. Down below, you'll see this circle, and it's got an orange ring to it with a little gray, and it has a number in it, which is, in this case, is 92.5 gigabytes remaining data. That's how much data I have left. So right now I have a lot. I was subscribed to it. I'm no longer am subscribed because I upgraded to the Solis 5G, which I'm going to subscribe to that one later on and do a review. So down below is the USA unlimited data plan, and it expires until July the 4th of 2023. So it gives you all that information, and if I had stayed subscribed to it, it would have renewed automatically based on the plan I had before. So down below is this orange signal scan. So if I hit that, it will do a signal scan. As you can see, it says click to use signal scan to identify a better mobile network. During the scan and connection process, your device will be offline for 1 to 2 minutes. So if you want to find a better signal, you think that the signal that you have now is not that great, you can do a signal scan, and your device, your Wi-Fi hub, will find the best signal available for you to use when you are traveling. I'm not going to hit that button because it's going to take a bit. As you can see, 1 to 2 minutes. So I'm not going to do that. It's with Verizon, so I'm good. So below that, you have 4 more options. So you got the status option, which tells you all the important information about your device in relation to your smartphone. So we're going to go to the plan. It will tell you the kinds of plan. As you can see, I have USA unlimited data. It tells you all the information you need to know. And the day pass, which I will go into detail next. If you want to shop around and see what kind of plans that work for you, then you go to shop. As you can see, there's different types of plans, which I like about having a Wi-Fi hub when I travel, because it offers great flexibility, which many of us will like. We like options. So we're going to go focus on global data. So the rest are North America data. So if I'm traveling a lot between Canada, my home country, and Mexico, I would get that. If I'm staying in the USA and not traveling anywhere, I can use that, which I've been using. So, but we're going to focus on global data. But before we go into global data, there's the Solis VPN. For those of you who don't know what VPN is, virtual private network. So if you are traveling to another country, and let's say that you want to use Netflix, but you want to watch Netflix from your home country, but you can't do it in another country, this is where VPN comes into handy. So obviously you log on, you do a VPN, and if you look under the plan, it gives you some VPN subscription options. Obviously you can pay $9 a month or pay as you go for $12. But once you get it, you can just sign on, and if you want to watch Netflix in the US version of Netflix, you can do that with that. But we'll move on to global data, which is the one most of us who are watching this wants to know. What kind of plans would be suitable if I decide to get this? Well, there are a bunch of options for you. In this case, you got stuff such as unlimited data subscriptions. Now, if you're traveling a lot, like you are in and out of your home country and you're just going all over the place, or if you're a constant traveler, YouTuber, and you're just going to be out of the country for a while, your home country for a while, this is the best options for you. For unlimited data, it's $99 per month. It might be expensive, but like I said, it depends on what you're doing. I wouldn't get it myself because I'm not at that level where I can just travel constantly and be away from my home country for months on end. I'm not at that level. I still have a job, obviously, and I still have to work. So when I get there, I'll probably switch over to this. But right now, this is not the plan that I would go for. But if it works for you, go for it. Do it. Below is the Go Data Gigabyte subscription. So there's different options depending on what you want for your need. So there's 1 gigabyte for $8 a month, 5 gigabytes for $30 a month, 10 gigabytes for $50 a month, 20 gigabytes for $80 a month. So you choose what works for you, and the thing is you pick whatever month you want. So this is a subscription base, so it renews every month automatically until you cancel that subscription, which you can cancel anytime. Now keep in mind, whatever data that you do not use that month, it goes away. It doesn't stay with you. So keep that in mind if you decide to get a Wi-Fi and you decide to do a subscription. If you decide to cancel early and you don't use the data the next month, it goes away. So as we go down, we'll focus on pay as you go. I love this feature right here. I used it when I was in Brazil and it was very handy. So you get a 24-hour day pass where you get unlimited data all day for the next all day pretty much. So there's different plans. So I would go for about depending on how long I was traveling. When I was in Brazil, I picked like around 10 day passes because I was gone for almost 2 weeks. And depending on if I was going to be away from a Wi-Fi source, I would just turn this on and I would have data constantly. And it was faster, especially when I was at the different airports in Panama and Brazil. Like having this was so much better than using the internet airport. And this is another thing that I like having a Wi-Fi for, is that I'm now not competing so much with people using the Wi-Fi airport to do whatever. I have my own internet data source that I can use that I'm not competing, and it helps a whole lot. So as you can see, 1 day pass is $9, 5 day passes is $40, 10 day passes is $70, and 20 day passes is $120. So choose what works for you. In this case, in my next year, if I was to take this to Japan, which I will be out there for about a week, I would do something like maybe 5 day passes and then just do 1 day passes. I have an extra day pass in my pocket, so I don't have to buy I don't have to buy 7. I just have to probably buy 5 for $40 and then buy 1 more. But as you can see, I'm doing the Solis 5G, so I'm probably going to do the day pass over that device rather than the Solis, but it's good to have that as a backup. Down below we have pay per gigabyte. So you buy whatever gigabytes you want. So you can do 1 gigabyte for $12, 5 gigabytes for $55, 10 gigabytes for $100, 20 gigabytes for $180, and 365 gigabytes for $499. I know that might sound a lot, but as I said, it just depends on what you want when you are traveling. So for me, for most people, I think somewhere between 5 to 10 gigabytes will suffice. And the wonderful thing about the day passes and pay per gigabyte is they don't expire. They stay with you the entire life until you decide to use it. And that's the wonderful thing about these plans. If you were to go to another country and you get a SIM card, for example, you might buy too little or too much. So if you buy too little, you have to go back. You have to do all the annoyance of trying to get more data for your SIM card. But often the case is that people have too much data. They buy too much data, and once they leave the country, they can't use that data any longer, and that data will eventually expire. And that's the thing. You're paying more to use not that much, but you leave a bunch of data on the table. And that is what I like about using the Wi-Fi hub, because these data, they don't expire. They stay with you for the rest of your life compared to having a SIM card. So that is the plans on here. So we're going to move on to the next option. As you saw, the accounts, obviously. It'll tell you the basic stuff, your profile settings, your methods of payment, your knowledge, your help, live chat, support, rate. But the one thing that I like about this app is you go under My Travels. And when you go under My Travels, it gives you all the stuff of keeping track of where you want to go. So if you're like me, who likes keeping track of where you've been, this is awesome. So I can keep track of where I've been throughout the world. So I'm under Asia, for instance. So I have in yellow, these are where I've been in yellow. Gray are places I haven't been yet, and orange are where I've used the device itself. So obviously I've been to a few places in Asia, and you go to like North America, you can see that the yellow in Canada and Mexico I've been to, but the orange in my home country says I've used this device in my home country. So this is a very nifty tool if you like keeping track of that, and this is why I enjoy using the Wi-Fi hub. Let's talk about signal strength. I think this is very important when we have a Wi-Fi hub. We want to be able to determine how far we can be able to go without having our Wi-Fi hub with us. We want to see how strong the signal is before we lose it. This is very important in case you happen to lose it and you are trying to find it. You can use this signal strength to be able to pinpoint or have an idea of where your stuff is, because if you just keep going straight, for instance, you can determine where you left it. So this is a good thing to have in mind when you have a Wi-Fi hub. So what I did is I did a test to see how many steps it would take before the signal strength was lost. Let's go take a look. Alright guys, so I'm outside right now. So I have my Solis Wi-Fi hub with me and my cell phone, my smartphone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to test how many steps this will take before I lose signal from this to this. So we're going to do it right now. Let's go. I'm going to leave it right here next to my camera, and I'm going to see how many steps it takes. So let's go. Okay, so it took 60 steps if you leave your Wi-Fi hub in one place, at least with Solis. Now, different brands might offer different ranges, so it just depends on what you want. If you do your homework, if this is what you want. But with the Solis Lite, if you leave it in one place, the farthest you can get before you lose signal is 60 steps. So keep that in mind if you decide to get this one specifically for you. Let's go back in and continue on. Now that you know what a Wi-Fi hub does and what it can offer, particularly with the Solis Lite, does this convince you to buy one? If so, post down below on why has it convinced you to buy one. Also, what did this video help you to make that decision for you? Post down below. You know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, share this video. Check out my other videos to help you out as a traveler, a passionate traveler, whether you are a rookie or a veteran. These videos, these channels are here to help you guys out. And I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace.